Hello there Whipplings and welcome back to another mod showcase. Today I'm going to be showing off a really fun mod called the Spiderman mod, which enables you to have abilities like Spiderman in Minecraft. And by the way guys, if you could shoot for 700 likes on this mod showcase, that would be epic. I know it's a bit of a stretched goal, but yeah, please remember to smash that like button, it really does help out. And look at that blatant advertising up there, I must be sponsored by Pepsi or something. Look at that, Pepsi Cola. Other colas are available. So anyhow, let's jump straight into this mod showcase. Or should I say swing into this mod showcase? No, dang, that was an awful pun. I am so sorry for that. But anyway, ignoring that, let's start with a new mob that this mod adds, which is a new variety of spider called the Radioactive Spider. And if you've actually watched any of the Spider-Man films, or read any of the Spider-Man comics, then you'll know that how Spider-Man actually gets his abilities in the first place is that he gets bitten by a spider, of course. And that causes some of his cells to mutate or something, giving him superhuman abilities, which are really awesome. But anyway, I'm presuming these are the spiders in question, in those films and the comic books, that actually bite him. And look at these guys, they're so menacing and evil. They're blue and they've got nice orange eyes, and pretty much they're just cave spiders. They're just a different version of cave spiders called Radioactive Spiders, meaning they're radioactive, and when they bite you, they give you radiation poisoning, a poisoning potion effect on your body, which is never very good. But these are a little bit different to the spiders in Spider-Man, because these spiders, when they bite you, they don't give you superhuman abilities. All they do is make you have a slow and painful, poisonous death. And I'll just give you a demonstration of that now. So I'm just going to jump down in here with these spiders, and when I hit one, you're going to see... Oh, whoops, I just killed it in one hit. I better hit it with my fist. Okay, there we go. It's giving me... what? Oh yeah, that's the jump boost from my armor. Just ignore that. Anyway, so we've got poison and then blindness, which doesn't really help. Of course, I'm not getting blinded because I've got shaders on, and for some reason shaders doesn't work well with blindness, but still, these spiders are evil. But they are the same as normal spiders, so they won't attack you in broad daylight, but if you're in a cave system or something, they will attack you, and they're quite deadly, so don't go searching for these guys unless you really need the items that they drop. And you may have noticed that when I killed that first spider, let me just kill these other two and get them out of the way, like so. Yes, there we are, kill all the spiders. I hate spiders. But you can see that these guys have dropped some string, some spider eyes as usual, and then we've got this new item here called a Radioactive Spider, and pretty much what this is it's just the dead body of the spider all shriveled up like you'd see in real life. Wow, that's really horrible to think about. Anyway, you're going to need to collect these because these are an essential part of the crafting recipe for this armor, because you can make something called Spiderman cloth or spider silk or something, I don't know what it's called, that you actually need to craft this armor. And one of the main ingredients in this crafting recipe are radioactive spider bodies, which look like this. They don't do anything, you can't spawn spiders with them because of course they're shriveled up dead bodies of spiders, but yeah, you're going to need to collect a load of these, which means you're going to have to find loads of these radioactive spiders and murder them. So yeah, anyway, let's just climb out of here. This Spider-Man armor is really helpful, but you'll see more about these features that this armor gives you later on. But now into the crafting recipes for all of the items in this mod, which are really cool. So, first up we have the Spiderman cloth, and that's the stuff I was talking about earlier, which is required to make the Spiderman suit, which is this thing here, which I'm actually wearing at the moment. Look how cool I look. Anyway, so you're going to need to craft some of this, and as you can see here, we need those radioactive spider dropping thingies, which are the shriveled up dead bodies of the radioactive spiders, in conjunction with 4 string, 2 rose red dye, and then 2 ink sacs to actually craft just one Spiderman cloth item. And considering you need to make whole armor sets in the same way as in vanilla Minecraft using this, you're going to need to kill a lot of spiders. I mean, you're probably going to need, I don't know, to kill 50 spiders, considering not all of them drop these radioactive spider items. I think it's like a 50% chance that they'll actually drop one, so you're going to have to end up killing like 50 of them to get enough radioactive spider items to craft a full set of armor. So spend a lot of time killing spiders, and eventually you'll be able to craft some armor, which is really overpowered and epic. And I'm presuming that's why it's so hard to get, because it's really overpowered and it will just solve all of your problems in a survival world, because nothing will ever be able to kill you or catch you, because you're this king of spiders and you can just fly everywhere. It's amazing. So anyway, onto the Spiderman suit, and as I said, it's crafted in exactly the same way as any armor set in Minecraft, just instead of using the iron or diamonds or whatever you normally use, just replace it with Spiderman cloth, and then you can craft the whole of the Spiderman suit, which looks really cool. So this is what I look like, and pretty much I'm just Spider Wipper. It's really hard to like combine my name with Spider-Man's name. What could I be? Whipperman. Whipperman. Oh, it's an awful name. Probably something like Spider Wipper or Spipper. Okay, what the hell is Spipper? Spipper 179, that's what I am. So, anyway, enough of that. This is the Spider-Man suit. But before I actually show you some of the abilities that you can get from this Spider-Man suit, I'm just going to show you the other 2 items that this mod adds, because you're going to need these to have the full abilities of Spider-Man, because with this armor, you're not going to be able to swing from buildings. In order to swing from buildings, you're going to need this web shooter item, which looks like this. It's pretty much an attachment that you attach onto the end of your arm, so you can actually shoot out webs, or string in this case, or web string. So anyway, to actually craft one of these web shooters, you're going to need a radioactive spider, 2 gold, 3 iron, and 3 diamonds, like so. And this thing does 14 attack damage when you fire it at mobs. I don't know if it works when you just hit them with it. I think you actually have to fire it, but yeah, it's still a cool item. But in order to actually fire this, you're going to need some items which I've got here, which are called web string items. And to craft this web string, you're going to need 3 string, arranged diagonally, like so, and then you'll get some web string, again with no texture, which is really annoying. They could have just like stole the string texture at least, so you didn't have that awful looking black and pink texture. That looks horrible. Anyway, you can craft some of this web string, and then you can actually use this web shooter to its full effect. So pretty much how you become Spider-Man in this mod is make yourself a suit that gives you the powers, and then also make a little attachment for your wrist, so you can actually shoot webs out of your wrist without shooting them out of your wrist. So it's pretty much like imitation Spider-Man, because you're not actually Spider-Man, you're not genetically mutated, so you can have superpowers and shoot web out of your wrists. All you've got is little machines that do it for you, and a super suit that like resists all damage. So yeah, you're not really real Spider-Man, you're just like an imitation version of him. Sorry to like spoil your dreams and everything. Now let's go on to the rest of the mod, and I'm going to show you what this Spider-Man suit does, and how you can use the web shooter, and how awesome it is when you can swing around buildings in a city, which is why I'm on this massive city map. I believe this is New York 1940s. This is a nice city map, and I'll give you a link to the download in the description if you are interested. So now the moment you've probably all been waiting for. It's the time where I show you all of the epic abilities that this Spider-Man suit give you. So I'm just going to start off with the basics, and that is that when you jump, you can jump a lot higher. And it's a slightly different jumping mechanic to what jump boost does to you, because in order to jump higher, you have to hold down spacebar. If you actually just like press the spacebar for a very minute amount of time, you still jump the same amount as in vanilla Minecraft without any jump boost. But if you hold down the spacebar, you'll go a lot higher than usual. I think it's about 7 blocks, and you'll actually like hover in the air. Let me just go into third person mode so you can see me hovering. Look at that. I like float in the air for about 1 second before I fall back to the ground. Now the unique thing about this jumping mechanic that having this suit on gives you is that you can actually gain a lot of momentum. I don't know why this works or how this works or what the physics is behind it, but literally, watch this. And hello random sheep, how cute are you? Every time I see a sheep I just want to like pet it on its head and stroke it. So fluffy, look how cute he is. Anyway, it's completely off topic. What I was saying is that if you run and jump, you'll actually gain some mega amounts of momentum. Look how quickly I'm going. I'll just fly by all of these tower blocks. I'm like some kind of jet plane. Whee! Oh, this is so fun to do. I'm going to run out of map if I don't stop soon. Oh, that's so fun to do. I don't know what the physics is behind it, but for some reason you just exponentially gain speed as you run and jump. It's just so fun though, and you can just cross whole maps in seconds. And I suppose that's the whole point of being Spider-Man. You can just get everywhere super fast by flying between buildings, or in this case, just jumping really high while running. It's just so fun to do, and I just love this armor set for that one main functionality of it. Anyway, now onto the rest of the abilities that this armor gives you. So we're just going to start off with the ability to climb walls. So if you just walk up to a wall and press W, no other keys are required. You can climb straight up the side of a building, or anything really. It doesn't have to be a building, it could be like a tree trunk or something, and you can just climb straight up it like a spider, which makes sense considering you're Spider-Man. Let me just like get a nice third-person view of me climbing this wall. Look at me. Spider Wipper. Slipper. No, not slipper. What? Slipper? That's not what I wanted at all. Spipper. That's what I wanted to say, not slipper. Those are the things you wear on your feet, not a spider thingy. Anyway, so you can climb up the sides of buildings and look uber cool, and I was going to say it makes sense because of course you're getting the abilities of a spider, and since in vanilla Minecraft spiders can scale buildings and walk up walls, so it does make sense that Spider-Man would be able to do this using this spider suit. So yeah, that's quite a neat feature. And one thing I did notice is if you actually combine the ability to jump super high and you just keep holding down spacebar when you climb a building. So I'm jumping now and I'm holding down space. Let me just try this again. So I'm going to jump now, go to the side of the building. I can climb the building for a bit, and as long as I keep holding down space, when I actually walk off the edge of a building, I can continue to jump, and I keep my momentum, upwards momentum. So I can just jump up this building, climb a bit, turn around, and then continue to fly off in this direction. It's quite a cool thing, and if you're really pro with this mod, you could probably chain some moves together and really effectively like turn corners by jumping and scaling walls and stuff like that, but I'm not very pro. And look at that, I can keep flying just by glancing the side of a building and climbing it for a bit, so I keep my momentum. There are some very weird physics going on with this mod, but it's so much fun to mess around with. I'm not even complaining. I hope this never gets fixed because it's awesome. But anyway, the final feature I need to show you to do with this Spider-Man suit is that you can actually hold on to the roofs and ceilings of buildings. So, in order to do this, all you need to do is go up to a roof and then press space as soon as you contact it. And wow, that was such a noob move. What did I just do that for? But if you press space, and then you can just like grab onto the roof. And if I press like F5 to go into third person mode, you can see that magically I am being supported by the roof by my head. I don't know how that works. Maybe I've got like some adhesive on my head which is sticking me to this roof. But then again, if that was true, I wouldn't be able to move along it. But yeah, I don't know how this works. I really think the mod creators should try and like add a new animation in which makes my arms reach up and grab the ceiling, because otherwise this just looks a bit weird. Look at that. Look at that. So anyway, next up I'm going to go on to the final feature of this mod, and that is the web shooter. And arguably this is the coolest item in the mod because it enables you to swing from buildings by firing out web which attaches to buildings and pulls you towards its source. So what I'm going to do now is just give you a demonstration of how this works, and as I said earlier, you're going to have to make sure you've got some web string crafted in your inventory, lots of it of course, because every time you fire this you're going to lose one of these web string because it's fired out of this web shooter of course. And yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to right click with this web shooter in my hand with loads of ammo of course, and you can see it pulls me towards where it lands. So I can go there and you can see I just grab onto the building, and if I continue to press W when I'm on the building, I can continue to climb the building like so. And let's just try it out on some other buildings. So I've got this massive skyscraper tower block thingy here, so let's just grab onto the side of it and continue to climb up. Can I just grab up there? No, it doesn't really work, so I can pull myself over here and then climb up to this building, and you can just swing between buildings. The skill ceiling for using this though is quite high. You're gonna have to be quite advanced and really professional at using this to be able to swing between buildings like Spider-Man, because it's quite technically challenging to like use this, because you have to like be really quick to swap between walls. Like I'm doing this now, but look how you've got barely any time to do this. Oh, that was sick. I must have got like 5 in a row, but how far away am I? Where am I now? I'm outside the city borders. Oh, it's so lucky I can actually climb walls though, so I can get straight back into the map now. But still, you can see how this can be used to swing between buildings and get so much momentum going. You can see there how fast I was going. It was even faster than me running and jumping, but I can just like go between buildings and then get loads of momentum up, and now I'm on top of a tree. The world goes by so quickly, I'm surprised it's even rendering fast enough. So I can grab onto that building, and way, I just got launched. Did you see that? Wow. So it's pretty much like a launcher. You can launch yourself between buildings. Oh, and now I'm stuck in a window frame. That was not very good. So you can just climb buildings, swing between them, and look at that, I'm holding down space, so I'm getting loads of momentum again. I think what I need to do is be a bit more methodical about where I'm planning to go. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to go to the top of this building where the American flag is, and then I'm going to try and jump over there to this yellow building made out of sandstone, and then I'm going to try and scale that building and then swap over to that massive tower block there. Don't know what the name of that is. It's probably some famous American monument, but I don't know. So I'm just going to go up there. It might be the Empire State Building. Probably not though. Anyway, let's just climb up here. Aha, okay. I'm now here, and I've got to try and get over to that building. I might need to go a little bit higher, although I'm not sure how I'm going to get from here to the top of this building. It could be quite difficult. Let's pull ourselves over here, maybe. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I might have to just, like, squeeze over here. Maybe I can make it to this roof. No, I failed. Okay, let's try a different strategy. I need to get to the top of that building though. That's one goal I am not going to fail on. Maybe I am actually. Okay, let's continue to go, and then we're going to fling ourselves over here. Oh yes, that's how you do it. Now we're going to try and go over there, so we may as well fire on the side of the building and then like jump round. That worked. Let's just get up here. Oh wow, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, why did that happen? Physics, why do you hate me? Okay, continue to scale the building again. We may as well just attempt it from this angle and just climb up it. I can't be bothered to redo all of that. That was some pro moves followed by a complete failure. So let's just continue to climb up here, and then once we're on the top of this, we can try and sling ourselves over to that building which we're actually aiming to scale. So here we are, I'm on the side of this building now, and let's try and make no more mistakes, because that was a long journey back. Okay, so we're just going to aim over here, pull ourselves up, and we're on the final stretch now. Just got to get up to the top of this tower block. Oh, whoa, okay, just climb up the side, it's a lot easier. And now we've got to try and find a way to get past these. Oh god, no, I'm falling down the tower block. Okay, this is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Okay, maybe I have to get up here. Oh, that worked. Wow, I don't know how that worked, it just did. And there's a door here. What's inside? Oh, black wall. Wow, that's a very nice interior design work there. It's pitch black. Someone needs to turn the lights on. Anyway, let's continue to go up. Ah, no. Aha, that worked. Surprisingly. And we're pretty much at the top now. I can just climb up here like a spider, and I'm now at the top of the tower. So, using this Spider-Man suit and this web shooter, you can quite easily scale a massive American skyscraper. So, that pretty much sums up everything in this mod. And yes, I am going to conclude this video on top of a massive skyscraper. I mean, where else could be better? Look at this marvellous view. So, thank you for watching this video. Please remember to smash that like button if you've enjoyed this video. And as always, I'll be seeing you next mod showcase. And subscribe if you haven't already. I'll just throw that on the end.